Ebusia Dwaboase upon 97.9 Afenso TV XYZ the Brasso so mine better na say Honorable Kwaku Ricket Hagan Brasha Bedwani wo Cape Coast South Empeswa so ono na ne ye ne no e ba bedi nkomo wabra nkomo twetwe ne koso me say wa dwenkyere ene wususu ye betimi dia bata dwumadi na chi na yetimi akoyi no man Ghana sikasem ba bia yadru ye man Ghana sikasem bobre ne sade esitie ne ye betima ye ne frisa enko asumi mu san komo no na ye to aso aye die Honorable ye bo achi mo akwa
yeah Jodo Kwame
ijiri se bibia boko de
nyameladum bibia boko
obeben kasamu na mame we say na de ampa ye bedwa ofia na Honorable wabra mi busa sa ho ye no ye de nia ya bete anopai ene nia enkomo aye chance edi e free nra na adwono ama epusu Ghana fo bebre I mean mampanyi nanado danko akufo ado na ndu sema odi abetudwa afa dwuma din amo ye se yesu mo bo ho ban yade yo mo bo ho ban sa bema ne bema aware oba ne oba aware mo hyemra kentene se ye ginati asade no nenne mampanyi nanado ka che se enkofo bi di asem ne kwase ni bia enti yentwen ne ani asem ne nwie ansa na odi wuduma ono bo hu ne se na fenso finance ministry nso anu ni sema wodi abetudwa se eno ni nyina so a wo sere se mama mpanyi emfa ne nsa enhye krata na se wo se $3.8 billion bi eye budget support betima boy ono bo hu ne se
I mean we wholesome as Ghanaians edi kan me fa chia sunko ma nwana wo tie hena ne pay na menanum mejanum munuanum na mamba o Cape Coast. Like you rightly said, all this while on this issue.
Yeah.
Maybe this our point here. President, is found wanting. But I mean, say, I'm not surprised.
Oh, really?
Yes, because from the very onset, there was an interview. Mr. President, or London or so.
Al Jazeera, Diana.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Ibisa say, the position on this issue. Like I say, it's only a matter of time.
A bit messy. Okay.
A bit messy. See, from that time onwards, I mean, him say, President will never be in favor of this bill.
Oh, but nani nyina so sabre ne say oshiw bokuo bi e sore ma ne homene so e ka se saade no ye ma ne nsia ene betimesi meboa na sabre oshiw bokuo bi asore ama ne homene so say ye ma gege ensensem
na okay when you read in between the line it just said the president is not in favor say shoe coos and then oh no or the Kasau didn't come on. But on one Kasani position as a person, was not in favor. Or official Ghana maimu. Fast forward. You mean the president has more or less, and the vice president, they've both been silent. And though Bikachem say the vice president is a Muslim, or a Muslim, one change view cry in where he stands.
I know not such as say.
I just say you are Indian Muslims.
Yeah.
It's well known, say, Bibi Sano.
But a presidential candidate,
well, Dr. Bamiana, we don't know whether he's a Muslim or Christian.
Is it in doubt?
Ozioko, he's made a lot of, comment and done a lot of conflicting things. I mean, not that religion should be a conflict or, should conflict each other. But, let's say, both the president and the vice president, once the union there, they have a problem with this, human sexual, right bill. You remember, I think you've played it on your thing this morning.
Yeah.
About Nyamifani Krinzi is the late professor.
Yeah.
Ivan Satamos was categorically clear. Or can you pains you? I think he was responding to the British Prime Minister then, who is now the Foreign Minister.
Yeah.
No, say, look, say, and sir, in the ANC, you guys want to starve off of any aid or something you are giving us.
Yeah.
Then please take your money. Because our values as people is not money value. So, and our values, as to change, your values as people, as Ghanaians, as to change, they are more canon. To move to me, Fesika, and be influencing because your values, your values,
a sumbo, a chain, yeah, Sika mo person with the mind. But so no kasa na die nana no gina so. Na die nana na e hye no kutupa because na yesu $3.8 billion budget support.
The difference then is the way we want mismanage the economy and the country so much so that now the value of this government, the value of Nana Akufo-Addo, the value of Dr. Bawumia is clearly money than our values. It's attorney. What we treasured as our values as people, things that are norm and not norm to us. At a most a person, most generation. A sumbo my this time attorney. Sikani baby. Ghana as a country, a bankrupt. President Nana Akufo-Addo, we're leading him to bankruptcy. Country technically. We share assets as a country. A country assets are say GDP, a revenue.
Yeah.
What they share liabilities, loans, expenditure, and who can in Boma what they call the net value of this country? A negative. When you are negative, it means you are an insolvent nation. That's where we are as a country. Insolvent. Yes. Now we we have defaulted. We are bankrupt. We are insolvent as a nation, and we are defaulted also on our debt.
And the nature say, I am mobile.
Into your mobile munu. Now your president to say and say, I'm just out there and tomorrow. Just say Magana. This is the same president. Or say, first of all, see a Tisikasu. Now come there.
Yes.
Until that you know about Obache and Sikana Tusuna. The same president also Ghana beyond aid.
Ghana bro at the Senate.
At the Senate says, yeah, a bizarre was a meal. Say, answer the entity. And the value CBI one year from Twin China. Name Kosrade. 7th or in the 8th year of his administration. I shall not say Ghana beyond aid.
No crap.
7th year, or China ye independent. How independent Kwame are we?
No, but to go or Sabre baby a day. Ukrawa Jatum say, Sa 3.8 billion no more boy Tano. Say ye nya. Ye very poor. It is a Mampenny Dika. Any Ministry of Finance or Mudika. So Moka say, see a Gia tuma and one. Am behind? So we can.
If he baby, I remember a picture which is very worrying.
Yes.
And then made a debate to a parliament. And I
State of the Nation.
State of the Nation. Because because a few things are not said. Ghana as a Nana Akufo-Addo mobile, Nana Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. Oh, say a maybe a baby autism and our president be autism. Revenues are a managed mostly tax revenue. If you or Japadi bin in your mouth, say royalty, that's the oil revenue. Any other revenues or royalties here. Who can in a boomwa? Any grants are a revenue grants account. If we are talking about a total revenue and grants of this year, and they say revenues are my both domestic and external revenues. We say export so into export revenue buying dollars in your man any sika. So I don't know maybe udubu mine. Your true budget it will be revenue section of the budget. As a balance sheet.
Yeah.
There were expenditure. Sika waje you know and not just will be used as your expenditure. Now expenditure no say a such revenue as a one kasa wakutia. Akutia waje no a such when you ma utia we expenses are we are. And they friend the deficit. Deficit so a point back. Now what they find with deficit if you don't have the money and it's about Dwaboase. Enti ubeti tembia na say or say bon money man your revenue ekosro.
That's right.
Because your expenditure no eso your revenue you say bon money man ekosro am etumi amachi and I say your deficit no aye ketwa.
E dey na ma your expenditure na kosro. E dey na ma Ghana enuma buy sa.
E di kan en nyoma bebre aben my first picture.
Sure.
Your MPP bar Bemuna, I'm afraid be nuisance taxes. Yam for taxes are. Some ran a yano. A chest a tax no. Ye G akoye BB expenditure. So the expenditure item no ye ka funding is there. Na ye who say his council G increase taxes be near the Tiasa and America. It be for a short period of time. But for me say ye kai BB a tax no a sunset clause.
Yeah.
Just say do maybe if the tax no ye geno of fulfilling the purpose you be sa tax no if you. Say bia yan wachi yako COVID nyoma taxi. We feel say you do baby also sa COVID tax no if you. Nko for be almost nuisance taxes. Na new tax na we friend nuisance no. We feel why sa expenditure na sa tax no e fund no what did they be to say na ka omo tax if you but there was no provision to cover that expenditure.
Wow.
So the only way uba feel sa tokura no and so obokwa ko Dwaboase. That's why the Bosia bo Jenny no
starts every year. Wow.
And our cost because with deficit no Dwaboase and accumulation of deficit. Just say we accumulated debt because them ya who to cry also will failing. Number 2, sir, President Mahama Abriso. Our revenue as some make come answer me. President Mahama Abriso. Our revenue nyina on the time nyina 90 billion.
90 billion
cities.
Sika wo boa no wo to GMO. Sika ye nya e wo ye mfa so de ye nya free fa ngomu ne no
nkoro budget ni na wo at the Ministry of Finance website
90 billion.
Yes,
cities.
Yes, cities. Yeah.
Okay,
it's wo budget ni mu 90 point something. It's less than 100 billion. Wo budget ni mu nyina from your time akosi budget ye kan last one ni nyina wo Ministry of Finance on budget. Wo appendix na sa figures on each budget sa figures make sure ubehu 2013 revenue enya 2014 2015 2016 they say mobile MPP so we share budget from 2017 ebesi ne
yeah
ubehu figures in total revenue and I'm not talking about the amount budget no what you call an outing and I say what you have realized because you bet me a certain revenue you don't realize revenue until me make a outing ya revise enya outing so the actual sika
okay.
Your debt, President NDC time under President Mahama and Professor
Mills.
The
late.
Bosia, your boy in 120 billion, it be back 122 one, neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But 120 billion, and the Bosia jai. Almost you could walk on Dwaboase as a 10 billion
yeah.
or so.
Yeah.
Just say about 110
and I back
yeah. Into what the 110 na they back on. I do 90 billion one. I just say sika eba President Mahama sim 200 billion. What you say? 90 billion year revenue. In 110 a busia ye de be kan.
Na na ho dada no.
Yes.
Ko for de no.
Nti wo ka sike bedi President Mahama nsemu ankasa odi ye adwuma odi ye nyina no a 200 billion. Now let's move to the MPP. 2017 total revenue, and I have all the figures here. Total revenue 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2023. But the PIM 2023 because 2024 no. After they are started.
That's right.
Sasikano, you realize a budget figure. Media review about by revise no and say even out 10 at the end of the year. Revenue and Anakufuado ni Baumia for this period 2017 to 2018 505 billion cedis.
505
billion
cedis.
Billion cedis.
Wow.
Against Mahama's 90 billion.
Wow.
500 billion.
Sika beto munsem.
Wow. In terms of total revenue. Sika beto munsem in terms of bosia. I'm going to say 120 number 2 here.
That's right.
No, they call over 600 billion now. And Sika bosia omo aka the edija omo around 500 billion. In Chester for the last 7 years, Sika bedu in terms of revenue and debt, and now bosia bono 1 trillion.
Hey,
Ghana cedis.
Trillion a new cities yes now okay.
Cities, yes, new cities. And you for friend can
work
yes.
Nancy
cities. Yeah, can half a trillion. Bosia yabo nkwa 500 billion, half a trillion.
Wow.
And what the revenue so no so another half a trillion. What they come half a trillion plus half a trillion. 1 trillion.
1 trillion.
What is that? And so say Ghana's economy is going to be a trillion. I just say, Sike Bedin and Akufuado ni Baumia any MPP abansem in the last 7 years is bigger than the GDP of Ghana currently.
Sika abedi Baumia ni Akufuado no. A chain Ghana ye Sika ye nyina.
It's bigger than Ghana's GDP because almost at the end of the year or so. Our GDP will be a trillion dollar economy. Trillion cedis.
Yeah.
Which on the average is about $100 billion. Look at the quantum of the scale. I hear they say in China LGBTQ now even 3.8
billion.
100 billion a baby with Semansudi. 3.8 billion never say some life. This is the colossal mismanagement of Ghana's economy and its resources
for
future generations. That's the kind of the Terminal 2, Arrival Hall, expansion, Tamale Airport, Kumasi Airport, Sasike Ho, and the new baggage carousel na Wokutuka International. On the airport alone, Nyama Muhammad 200 billion. Bia odien uko housing and yama John Mahama odi 200 billion BA and sakumono affordable housing on this nature for Botiman affordable public housing Botema sorry Saglemen famous Saglemen Bembakam junior officers a dental regeneration project Tema community one side 3 housing project Tema Security Services Housing Project Phase 1. Uber Sports 200 billion President Mahama ABC ni seme aye total revenue grants and bosia ye boy. And then the Cape Coast Ultramodern Stadium ya esiwe Africa Games yo mubeye. Omeye games ni bi 16,000 stadium. Bukom Sports
Boxing Arena.
Sasi can be 200 billion. Near this Sasi can be Uber Market, Kotokraba Market, my own famous Kotokraba man. Sasi can be Kegetia Market, Sasi can be New Tafo Market, Sasi can be Aboabo market. Sa sika ni bi na John Mahama odi ye se edwuma nyina. Afi yɛhwɛ other sectors. Ufa
Batubu kotokura ba de no. Enya mills apenso na o sha ase.
Yeah, and I can tell you grant loan
okay.
Nti it falls on that yes you know.
But I no become mills ne sika wo nyaaye ene bosia wo boy ni mo.
Na sa bosia
e be di Muhammad ye mu.
Sa bosia no e kan 120 billion na ye kan wasem.
Okay, Matthias.
Yeah. Nti Mahama inherited that.
Okay.
And they aka Mahama ka.
Okay.
What did they make answer? Chinese for man she got 30 billion, 30 million near DC market. Abeka. The same Cape Coast Stadium a grant money. I de my nti total revenue and grants no.
Yes, at 200 billion.
Yes, 200 billion now. Yeah, the ma you know.
Right.
You can look at so many other areas. Okay. Young fan say factories.
That's right.
The same 200 billion na John Mahama nyai against MPP's 1 trillion. The same 200 billion and a President Mahama or the Commander Sugar Factory. Because a Commander Sugar Factory, Bosia, you India for
Exim Bank.
Kumasi Shoe Factory. The same 200 billion na John Mahama or the Kumasi Shoe Factory. The same 200 billion in the Edema, the Elimina Fish Processing Plant. The same 200 billion in the Western Diamond Cement Factory. The same 200 billion Savannah Cement Factory. Shennet Factory, Ewo Bupe. The same 200 billion na John Mahama odidi sa adwuma nyina edema.
It way em fidi nyuma.
Yes.
Wabo edwa hodo amusi here.
Yeah.
Wabo bo eye mpuntu nyuma ekoso ewo airport ahodo. School dan amusi si here.
Yes, school dan amusi here.
So yes.
Yes.
Afi yenko baby fofo. Akwan kan o mebo.
Yenko akwan. Yes. Akwan. Kaswa interchange. The same 200 billion. Na John Mahama dey Kaswa interchange. The first phase no. Kwame Nkrumah interchange. The same 200 billion. Na John Mahama dey Bema Camp, Flower Gate, Flower Port.
Yeah.
Akwan no a Yeguso Airport Susia.
Yeah.
Adome Bridge rehabilitation. The same 200 billion na John Mahama dey say adwuma no. Akwade Urban Railway. The same Kojokrum. The same money 200 billion. Asukware Mampon road the tire no the same billion. Whole road yeah asphalting the same money. Ashama Township route the same money. Me ankasa me krom Cape Coast town roads na ye no. Tamam me deputy finance minister. The same money. Esukuma Junction. Same money.
Okay.
Na John Mahama or the edwuma nyina.
But and no man ya obobo nyina no say na wo mo budget ahodo mebo a.
Yeah, and meka from time your office no.
Besi tama mo koye.
Because you come abodi ni nyina say agege no. Anje no one period.
That's right.
Year bia sika.
In the case of MPP dey na enam 1 trillion.
Yeah.
And also say your budget ahodo no ma ye behunu ana. De omodi sika ne ye.
That is the question. Uko budget ahodo ma ubehu ade omodi sika ne ye ana. Because ebi wo ho omoji ubehu bi e expenditure. Because we share expenditure na new mom so mo spend sika ho. The question is almost spend here. Agenda 111 ye sha asese ye kanyende. Tem bia ye be start. Road ye start nyande. Budget bia ewum. So do baby na friend year of roads. After no measure roads nas. And you baby ye two emuna. E friend cathedral.
At the see ebe pa won tuma
yes.
no. So tira na ye be commission.
Sa sika ye waste no. Chira when invitation.
Ye be commission no tira.
E be invitation. We go commission whole no. So these are the problems I nya wo Nkrumah.
So the same so I used by this suggest say omo fa sika na ye hwe.
Omo fa ye hwe.
How?
Make a can your Mahama near more than 200 billion yeah. And don't 200 billion is 1/5 of 1 trillion. Buma sika ye nya no
jemu
numa. What can I say ja? Yeah, you operate with one oil field.
Yeah.
ye mienu what is it called? Tin ni sankofa. Ye this scan ho ma ho. Nti onu nyina ekasa revenue a no mo gege no. 505 billion no. Any petroleum revenue a mo gege ni nyina no. Oil and gas a mo gege ni nyina no. Any nyina nyi sasike. Ebi ubehu o budget no, but some of them you can't explain. Because say ya just sasike nyina and they will not be crying over 3.8 billion. I'm farmer here. Watch it.
They don't know Abanasano, where Juma Bebriba my year and the Alpha Bill you. Nene, a sincere ream because Sikabi one share boy. A sincere ream because and Kofuku Kakrebi the court as some the court. Yanya day, more Mrasabiga for the Namobe.
Okay, I say, you live in our court. The president signed it with the speed of light. Speed of the signing, a faster than light. And then the same president, CBB the court, you own to me a young PBR. You see, delaying tactics. I don't know yet. What's here in the state of the nation address now? To be what my real kaka.
Yeah.
I say, why so shank from crying? Near my baby, any that's all in your mouth. Picture about me, a picture of general, we are or a general in the army.
Yeah.
Not the troops are cooking. Now, battle no coin, no. We lose the battle. Now, Akufo-Addo has lost the battle. And we decided to say he's going to fall on his sword. Now, why I don't know, because we feel it. But a person the troops also, who is a hero. And she unknown so or Beko, but a person troops who saw a hero.
Near Kaino.
And she or Kakan Samoa. Who feels San Salmon or Kakan, even who say, Nana, I say, I know about could see end. Or no names so new. No, you are Bakasan is second in command, no. On any call, or be emblemino. And in this case, Baumia. Yes, more be emblemino. Bibia, Vaso Bonomono. Vaso Bonomono. This is what they call Americans a friend lame duck president.
Lame duck president.
Yeah. And now Akufo-Addo is a lame duck president. Bishop can ask me a madam for I say president now check out.
What?
We feel hotel or check it out.
Wow.
And see, I am not surprised. It's 3.8 billion. Sika ben nemfa abayin sim. COVID sika ben nemfa abayin sim. Stabilization fund ye bie kwan ma omuko yi stabilization fund. Sika rapid credit facility omode ma hen 1 billion. World Bank, you know, sika enya ni nyina nkosi bibia. Enyama John Mahama or the 200 you can with some of them, of course, we are talking about 8-year duration of tenure of the NDC. So you say President Mahama and President Mills, as we are talking about the stadium. But Sasikeni Lana almost see Jaka 120 so 120. You Mills did in few more.
That's right.
No more the Bojo Mahama. But I'm telling you what we use the money for. It's almost maka. You education, almost my free education. You won't move problems. Nobody is against free education. But almost year no. No more year ready. President Mahama, who be son to say education 200 billion a the no. Apart from all the other things you did under education. A day biom na wodi saasi kan ya abaka cho say Nkwanta community day school Yomiko Abenya day school Asukare again Mampon day school Edinu Bebrewa Dansoman Millennium City School Mori Bebre
Adia Ububoy Yako 2017 2018 2019 2020 up to 2023 budget one yen din bi sa eye MPP no so
well
aban dia wo bose wono so aye yenya bibisa
MPP fu tie mi me ko kan no parliament so obi a ono so kura MPP de no
fa betre
so fa mache non che unjustify 300 what's it called 1 trillion over 1 trillion no and then na sasika no yetumi e dia ye
year of rosy
year of rose
akwan ahodo ayese ya ye tamale interchange mampanyimu abobobo so se ka omo no mo ma ye hu nya
o se se omo ka eya
motor expansion
omo ka road na this time on sheda ambo edun omo di kilometers na nti kilometers no woni baby awo see my year roads more than any other president whatever number of kilometers now abo you hear somebody to come and give a breakdown all these things yes I knew my did now our green book no kase na our green book no echie dey ya discover na dey akaka
but na so say almost projects ni na so a government performance tracker ni ukoma obehu
oh nature we debated them on that one the aka MPDC nwu kwa no mo dey akaka omo ne nam no mo change names you know change names who be some President Mahama you betumi aka when we go to the energy sector what the president has done or the boy in energy sector you can't say same with this government because in summer you are baby
energy sector okay yankwa
sa ameri ni nyoma ye dia be nyina no ni nyina no ye de sa sika bi na ye sa adwuma nyina na Akufo-Addo by moving what is it called by moving Ameri
adiko
Kumasi no it's probably his achievement but in some occasions Ameri who moving to Kumasi is not an investment well it may be a strategic move in terms of moving and relocating it the relocation when investment be a was adding
or the two no say achievement
yes about ports Tama port expansion year 1.5 billion US dollars yeah this 200 billion na President Mahama in Sassumun and then the say man
saban we so by assess adwuma no what was so ana esa sika ni bi e no dey ya na say sika foforo ene ka no kura ni kire
question am dey to Ghana fu enim ni say
yes
bibia ye bia define aban eye continuous ye wo so ba oboto aso
yes
ye sika ye je ye no adwuma ye dey aye na make omo otu aso omo ye dey 1 trillion no they must answer to Ghanaians what that trillion no omo dey aye
but on the Tema port expansion project no motorway dey no
yeah
say sika na ye dey ye no eye say sika na Mahama ban ni nya ye ebi amode chance ye no
of course
eno no mode etu aso na sika foforo
sika ye di she adwuma so no you agree that money before adwuma number start but somewhere along the line project enya variations and never be am body meka phase come just say be 2 or 3 phases nti ye first phase no nti ye sika no ye di first phase no definitely e be a sika no be due to variation and into yoza aban foforo na waba no okoji sika no bi e de ka ho okoji sika no bi be ka ho a e be new debt to the country and that should be part of their 1 trillion
so based on what you know no
yeah
sika say no moji eje e de be ka project you
well they have mentioned so many figures me mention no figure amount but almost figures because what they were doing is a project bi wo wa ya toward the egu say omo ba no mo ba variation
omo ba
nsakremu oyi no ho nti nsakremu na baba no e be lead to getting an additional money
like in the case of Pokuase
no omo dey claim
say or the layer mako ka ho
nti omo ye sa na book na wo ka so omo ye no omo dey claim project because that time no omo ye project omo ye NDC for there and MPP for there NDC dey bebre na ka MPP for there because they have varied the project na omo asesa amount of course asesa no omo agibi account into 1 trillion that is what my person na Ghana for say MPP aban oba so 7 years wabobosia any tax any total revenue, not only tax revenue, total revenue and grants. Ghana beyond it. Abino. Waji aid, grants, any total revenue, any bosia to a tune of over 1 trillion.
Wow.
Bigger than Ghana's economy. Current economy of 1 trillion.
Etitibia ye wo mu anu ye bia meboa.
Well,
them say sika ya almost ye say beboye no. Baby e wo bia omu kwahwehwe on. Sana part.
Yes.
Baby e sika ni
Baby e sika ni.
Omu anko pemra.
Baumia, before he goes for this presidency, only President Nana Akufo-Addo should explain to Ghanaians what they have used a colossal sum of 1 trillion Ghana cedis, 100 billion US dollars.
Mama buy na nke what be ya ye wo mi ya. E de pressure to musu sana. E de na be. Kamba sign mre. Kamba ji mre ya tum.
Well, I think President Mills, he clear that he won't go that line. President Mahama, even recently, he has come out and says, maybe a Christian, those are not my values.
Yeah.
I cannot subscribe to those values. Values.
Yeah.
And see, that's the consequence.
But here's the reality. Uniska. Uni baby, who can baby and ye.
Reality.
So dear now be.
Reality is
why a deputy finance minister paying? I mean, a footwear finance ministry, they may would say the potential loss of these financial resources creates a financial gap in the 2024 budget that must be addressed either through a significant reduction in the expenditures or additional domestic revenue mobilization. Failing this, government's ability to achieve the targets in the 2024 budget will be undermined and the IMF ECF program will be derailed.
You know,
finance ministry
they are playing a sympathy game, but they won't wash. They also account let him say 3.8 billion a year kwajia bechedino. They are signing a bill na yansanka 100 billion anya woshi. Abai waji 100 billion. We should not even be in this situation we're in. We see sika on flagship programs or projects and yielding results. Even education, free education. Mismanaging. Sika ya pumping into free education. A lot of it has gone waste. 1D, 1F. Look, Maboba factory at President Mahama. That's factories in here say Juma. Because they are state-owned factories. Yeah, the Ghana Sika see here, and yet private sector. So we know how much money we have pumped in. Even the private sector, as we were trying to do with Commander Sugar Factory. It's just our private sector, no? Or the Sikapa Brain. Because before you take over factory, you have to pay something. And then maybe you can run it and we share the revenue. 1D, 1F from why no, say 160 factories. No? They moved in a Ghana factory. Sika more pumping in terms of tax exemptions. Omudiama South factories in no. My benefits. Ejuma Bay, almost say create 160 people who are ready to work, want to work, are not working. 4.5 million, of microphone bet me aye ejuma no. Omo fed up. Jomo fee sa labor force. You know so. Yan kan won kra ni wo say omo ye ejuma. So effectively, about almost 7 billion of Ghanaians, 7 million Ghanaians are not working. 1.5 million plus almost 2 million Ghanaians omu. What they count? We are talking about 6.5 million Ghanaians are not working. I mean, President is talking about security. Okay, yes, we should be elections. No, free and fair. I say insurgents. If you be Baba Ghana, insurgents be a bit to me. But the security threat in this nation is the unemployment of our youth. Who are addresses our issue now? People will start. Kuala never started doing things that are untoward. Yes.
Akafa
problems are That is what the president should be concerned with. Security threat in this country is about unemployment, not insurgents. Yes, insurgents a bit to me. But if we don't address the issue to do with youth unemployment and the high level of unemployment we have in this country, and then yes, a bit to me issue, a bit. And those are the things that the president should also concern in who LGBTQ. Yes, sure, say about.
When you sure say be happy one may.
Yes, sure.
But President, you need a buying ya we see. Sabaya Quincy, Sabre you.
You know, I can't.
Well, 8 months.
See,
baby, I understand a bed tree. I was so what then I 1 year came in. Ebe shaman abano. Ono so mo ewa. Here Dr. Bao.
Yes.
Omo
ono kra de say you nuanu Muslims de omugya won na so sa issue. Nti ncho no ye Muslim ni no. You will expect to be about and say who they win say me a Muslim.
Yeah.
Like President Muhammad said.
Yeah.
Say me a Christian.
Yeah.
I can't condone this.
That's right.
Also about say me a Muslim. Me so me condone this. Ghana a secular society. You were Christian for her, you were Muslim for her. Nti Christian for jintum, Muslim for jintum dia. Na just a minor into jintum. These are not our values, these are not our norms. And yet Bibi will say the people who a Jubilee house was
but sa advocacy na ekoswa eginetia samra no. Would say e so strong say ano what den kra chain asofo no mo ne Ghana fo a omutamochi.
You see, you will only have that level of advocacy if there is a gap. When the president is not strong on where he stands on the matter, the vice president is not strong on where he stands on the matter, you create a vacuum. If the president is as strong as President Museveni was on this matter in Uganda, the vice president, the parliament, they are advocacy in Uganda. But the bill was passed, assented to by His Excellency President Museveni. So the situation we have in this country at the moment is the vacuum of leadership on such matter.
But what Ghana also don't say human rights charter I would walk. And also
I was a human rights lawyer.
But make us a woman Ghana no. Also don't say human rights charter I would walk. Is that not one of the reasons here? Your baby are away.
Yes, you are right in some extent. To some extent. Now Uganda for one famous human rights in your mercy. You see, what you don't want to do something, you can find a million on one reasons why you wouldn't. You know, when you want to make decision, one can say, "Oh, your decision life here, Bibia. We will be away indecisive and not Bibia. We bet me among several reasons why you should not do, and as a result of that, you procrastinate and not do it. This is how our president has become. Motuo. No, a minor bank. This president has led this country to bankruptcy. What I told you earlier on.
Yes.
Ghana is a bankrupt nation because our liabilities are bigger than our assets. We are bankrupt. We are bankrupt. Oh, America says chapter 12 was a chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now we are signing. We have stopped paying our external debt. As a result of our president, Dr. Baumia, and the former finance minister, who is still a finance minister anyway.
So at this time, Ghana for your day. I mean, yang to me mufono. I time which was said in passing break. And in the idea, say one Jessica we boy. How should we see this? At the end, I was here.
Well, hope is on the way. Hope in His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Yes, 10 months, whatever. But that is the only hope for this country to see some light in the day.
But where your pressure will be inherited, obey me.
Pressure, baby.
Say we need sika, we need tria, okay. We have 3.8 billion at their support to budget. Now one for what don't say question crat yasia and as I bill yasia and 1 hour journey from now. Can President Mahama and then buying? Obey my shoku, sa pressure we.
Yes, obey me soaking easily. Because the frivolous expenditures, the wasteful expenditures as are buying or conducting who in. President Mahama will not do that. In fact, millions of dollars and kobo to I be commission on China. Mahama will not be doing that. We will not have the level of expenditure that we have. President Mahama will cut down on ministers and unnecessary positions. More attractive salary and all the other benefits that come with it. If this president had done this, we will not be in a situation that we. Sika Obisa 3.8 billion. Nana Akufo-Addo didn't die. The man has spent 100 billion of Ghana's money. Osi Sika no waha. Osi Ghana beyond 8. After 8, you know, DH. I mean, the inconsistency in this government is unbelievable.
Honorable.
It's a total failure. Planting for food and jobs, 10 America. We spent 600 million. It was so. Addition to the budget given to the Ministry of Agriculture. But in inflation, food inflation is always going up. Contribution of agriculture to GDP is going down. Makane several times, I've said it in Parliament, me say Ghana, the more we plant, the less we harvest. It will be any problem. Can you imagine, say, if we were not doing planting for food and jobs? We won't eat at all. With planting for food and jobs as a major flagship policy, Ghana is still not food sufficient. And we have food insecurity. We are only one shortage of rainfall season in this country. Why a policy? Policy instead of reviewing the policy and do something about ministry. How long did that go on? Fuel prices are costly with inflation going up. Yes, we say Russia-Ukraine war. Things that you can do as a government. What the Mama Ghana for your relief kakrano? We say they be. We ya say you know. Now, petrol you know. If you obey any say, what the this is the great economist. What the gold? Now what do you call to petrol? Who call battery? First day, this thing doesn't make sense. It shows that President Baumi, I'm so Oceania, Vice President Baumi, Oceania, our classroom, but I don't think he understands it in practice. We have something called gold standard. What do you mean creating a unilateral gold market for yourself and be trading with somebody? Who are you trading with? Would you go to Command Akwaji oil? You see, they discontinued that policy. That's a waste of money. Down the drain. For Sobia and Bahu, it never reduced a single price of fuel in this country. Because at that time, when the fuel prices no eba from kakra, na man sa relief no. Bibia mo be claim say ya say. What koye debt exchange? Ma pensioners nkrofo mo de sika akoto bonds. Ewu. Untiom coupons ma arrears egu obinu ko ewu because nkrofo sa sika no nkrofo share pensioners omo depend on for their medication and yoma.
Yeah.
We ya. We begin parliament to say which are 5 billion cedis. The biggest biggest arrears which year.
Yeah.
the whole of Africa. Now, who bobre here and chobe chess areas no, and you are calling it the who praise you the advisors of the president, the economic advisors of the president, the financial advisors of the president. Omuntuna fupa.
Emudia international and local.
And only the big question. International and local. Now international no them one already because sesiano. That's how the system works. Who call negotiations? Say ye negotiate on an external debt. You bet no go move for the negotiation. No. Any canoe for yata. It will not and it cannot be the finance minister.
Honorable,
the same man who created the mess is the same man. And they assume on the soul go clean up the mess. I don't know whether it's a promotion or punishment.
You be so atron command so baby I wo trotro mu tazi mu ne baby I wo bia honorable medo ase ene ebra wunyama na no pay abusua ha ne be si Dwaboase wo power 97.9 and afeso TV SYZ no kira ayo ye Oman Ghana ye fa wo die fo fida ye de dwuma die no bebra mo agimani power nie obema mo pre-independence day bash our power mid morning so Ebeka ka ye honsem. Ye be bye bye.